spiritual force of darkness that is manifesting through the character of human beings or through the moral choices of human beings.
In fact, for everything human being we do. So it goes beyond morality. Morality is important. Morality helps prevent this darkness and evil from manifesting more.
Yeah.
But there are times when morality itself cannot hold it forever. And that is where you need a savior from the scriptures and from our Christian perspectives. That is why you need help. You need help. It's just like going into a room filled with electricity and naked wires. So you need something to insulate you.
Yeah.
And so that is why we need a savior. And that is why we need Jesus Christ to insulate us, help us. But we, by our choices of right and evil, good and bad, which links on morality at its own limitations.
So morality itself, it's not enough to save a person, because you are dealing with an ancient force that you and I don't understand its origin. We don't understand the extent of its power, but it's ever present, it's ever powerful, it's ever destructive, and morality itself is not enough. That is why everybody needs a savior.
Everybody needs insulator. You need insulation. I like describing the death of Jesus in this way. The whole, you go into a room, the electrical currents flowing inside the room. And so what you need, a person goes there, takes out, there's a movie I watched many years ago. It's called The Mask.
Oh, okay. I've seen it. I watched it as a cartoon.
Yes. So the gentleman, the masked man,
Yes.
goes there and they fix all kind of bombs. And then he takes the bomb and then puts it, swallows it, and then the bomb blasts. But then his stomach comes to the normal
Yes.
side. So what Jesus did was to take evil, the evil of men, what we did to him. He didn't know sin. He had done nothing wrong, but God released him. So he'll go through that path. And then he took the evil. He took death. He took anything destructive. And when they thought they had finished him, and they didn't expect, because there were people like the Sadducees who didn't even believe in the resurrection, didn't expect him to resurrect.
Yeah.
You and I have heard about resurrection, so we assume we know. But during those times, they never expected. And then he woke up from the grave. So he took our evil. He took our sin. He took the darkness. And then, as it were, threw it out. And that is where you have waste in your house. You have things which when you leave, it will what? It will corrupt, it will rust. So either you put it into a refrigerator, which will only preserve it. But the best thing to do is to throw it out. And that is what Jesus did.
Okay, let me summarize for our learners, for our listeners, those who are listening to us. So what we are trying to say is that in the beginning, right, in Genesis 1, there was darkness. This darkness we are talking about is not like the darkness we see when we walk out in the night. We are talking about a dark spiritual force, which in other words, it's evil. It is powerful. It is ever present. It is an anti-life force. It is an anti-Christian force. The illustration that is like rust is ever present, but you don't even see it. It's like cancer. It's present everywhere, but you don't see it. And this evil permeates everything. It manifests everywhere. It manifests through the thoughts of people. It manifests through the behavior of people. It manifests in our marriages. It manifests in our finances. It manifests over our economy. Even nature itself suffers from this very evil. And Jesus, one of the reasons why Jesus came is to deal with evil. And this is the reason why everybody needs a savior. It's not a question of morality. You can be good, but the force of evil is stronger than just your moral choices. You need an insulator. You need a savior. And that is one of the reasons why Jesus came.
Thank you very much. And I think we are seizing the opportunity to let everybody know that this world is filled with evil. And the Bible tells us in 1 John 5:19 that the whole world lies in the wicked one. Lies in the wicked one. So from what Van Dyke is saying, for better, not to make it more Reverend Doctor.
It's very comfortable.
And then Van Dyke is saying, without the help of an insulator, without the help of a savior, you are not safe. And so to be safe, it means you must run into the name of the Lord. And the name of the Lord he has given us is a strong tower, is Jesus Christ. So want to encourage, in fact, businesses. I mean, when we talk about even inflation, I mean, inflation could just eat your money away.
Just like that.
You don't know how come, but your money, the capital with which you are doing business, all of a sudden gets eaten away. And so that is why you need Jesus to help you. So I'm sure if you have not given your life to Jesus, start considering it and start thinking and start praying that Jesus will come into your life.
To even crystallize this thought, evil is the same reason why you are there with someone, the relationship is good, even somebody you might have helped in the past. Then all of a sudden, the heart of the person is turned against you. The person starts acting against you. And it's evil that has entered into the heart of the person. In the same way your money is there, somebody just comes and a thought comes into the mind of the person takes the money away from you forcefully. It is evil that has entered into the heart of the person. On the flip side as well, misfortune. Everything seemed to be going very well. All of a sudden, it looks like darkness then cross on you. It is evil manifesting itself as misfortune. We hear stories of somebody stepping out of the house in the day healthy and never returns home. These are all forces of evil that is present, and no human being on their own can contain this kind of evil.
We live in fact, I always believe that we were born into warfare. Genesis chapter 1, we were created into warfare. And these anti-creation forces, invisible forces that are always eating us up, that are always dogging our steps. I mean, I heard a story, and a young lady who was a pilot in Nigeria was so helpful to all the staff, all his domestic staff. But they chose one day to just get what she has. So it is evil that what manifests itself as covetousness. So what they did was they killed her, put her into a pit in her own house, and nobody could see. And they started using her car. They started, and they said, yeah, we loved her. She took care of us. But one of us suggested that if we could get rid of her, forgetting that once they get rid of her, they are getting rid of their own future. And so the darkness is with us. And that is why the Bible tells us that, the word is a lamp unto my feet.